welcome to this tutorial on a very cold morning that we experienced today. This is the products I'm going to use for a stationery box. I'm going to use magnets, the strong ones, the bigger ones. This is Tie-Fac. It's an envelope. You people in America know about this. That's what you use to post things in. The country where I am from, we don't have it, but I'm going to cut this up for strips. I do have my black paper ready to join to cover the chipboard. Now I don't have chipboard. It is grey board and it is very thick. Let me show you what I have here. Two of them. It is 9. Can you see there? It's 9.5 by 7.25, and it's 2 of them. Then we do have 2 spines, and the spines are 9.5 by 1/4 by 1.25. That's 2 of them. Then this piece was left when I finished cutting the chipboard or the grey board. This piece was over, and I decided I'm going to use it for the closure. So this measures 9.5, and this piece should be 3, but you can see this is more, that's 5 inches. And all I did is mark where my 3-inch mark is. You can make it wider if you want to. That's my 3-inch pencil mark. And I did get the middle. And from that on, I just draw lines to the end there, and I did it the same as this side. Just eyeball it. Make sure it's some sort of the same. If it's not a problem. This is handmade. That will look even much better than perfect. That you can see it's handmade. So this is what this piece was. And I am going to cover all of this. Is the notes for all the measurements. I'm going to cover this all with my black paper. So I'm ready to put this all together. And there's so many ways of doing your paper so that it is even. You just do what's best for you and comfortable for you. I normally try my best to make sure it is even with my grid lines at the bottom here. And this side, I'll put it even. And it's coming over here, and I'll just hold it and press it down. Okay. Now, I do have these tools that was given to me, and I'm going to use it. just lay it down to see if I've got enough of the black paper, and it looks like it. It looks like I am going just gonna make it. Now, this is the spaces in between, and I need that extra little bit because of the thickness of this grey board. I am going to do mine and lay it down and glue it. And before I turn over the sides, I'll show you what it looks like. So my tie fact that I cut was 2 inches wide, and I just fold it in half. It's so much easier to work if it's in half. And this is the only glue that I could get to work this morning. And I'm just gonna put some glue. Not too much. You don't want to wet it a lot. And that nozzle goes nicely in the groove there. And then I'm going to take this one off. And I'm going to put it down. And push that into the groove. Because of my grey board, the edges when I cut it is so sharp, and I don't want it to cut the paper. And we can lift that one. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the side here. Bring it over. I think I can get to that one. That's it. And I can cut this one as well. Just wait till that is dry. And that is the inside, and this is the outside where we did all the tie fact. Okay, now this is, I'm going to bring over that side, and I'm just going to make sure I'm on the edge. I need my big spatula for that. So I'm going to do that side, and I'm going to do this side as well. So I've done both sides now. Okay, and then we're gonna come into this one. We just have to make marks for us. That's all we need. And then I'm going to cut this shape that round. Right. I am ready to cut the corners. I normally do a black dot because, it is very hard to see on the black. And to that dot, I'll turn my scissors, and that shows there's a little bit of black paper there. That's what you need to do the corners. So I'm going to do this one up to my dot and turn my scissors. That's it. On this side, so what you have to do, if you do something round, you need to cut in. So first I cut in and I put one down to see if I did cut in enough. And it's probably 1/8 of an inch that I left of the black that I didn't cut. And then I cut it all around. I'll cut one and then I'll fold it to see if it's working. And yes, it does. When I come here, at the corner here, I cut one in to the corner, and then this one I cut on an angle. It's just for the bulk, because there's going to be some bulk here. But we need that point there to cover the chipboard or the grey board. And I did exactly the same on that side. If you do something round like this, when you start cutting in, your paper will tell you which one to cut off. That's so easy. Now it is time to glue all this down. I normally start in the middle and I will glue them down, and then I'll carry on with the rest. I am going to use this. I don't want to use this glue, but I have to. It's all the glue that's working. And so I'm going to do a few there. There's nothing wrong with that glue, but I've got other glue that I would put. Sorry, I had a sneeze. There's other glue that I would prefer to use. That one ties down, and just do a few at a time so that you can get your edge very nice. And a little bit more glue on this one. Let me bring it over. I did not cut that one enough. Let's see now. That's it. So I'm going to carry on doing mine, and it's going to take a while because I don't want to mug it up. It's easy for me to do. Let me see if I just a little snip here. Let's see. That's it. Right, I am ready to do this side now, and I do have to glue everything. It should go over easy. And then this side. I did cut a little bit off this one here, and that one I've pushed it in there. I don't know if that's going to be very bulky, but I think it will be fine. And you can finish this very good. And then just this side. That is this side, what this side looks like. Not very attractive, but it will be when I'm done. This is what it looks like when we are gluing everything together. And this is the opposite side. Now, I'm gonna have this on my right hand side. You can pick and choose, which side it's gonna be easy for you. And I'm just gonna fold that. And we're gonna do this side as well. And yes, and this is what it's going to look like when it's coming close. The inside, I will fold the inside with the black paper as well. And what I'm using, it is, I think this one, it is 85 pound. It's not a cardstock paper. I'm just going to do the inside now. So let me show you what I've done to get this section a bit neat. I've put my 12 by 12 paper on, and I've put it on this side that there's a little bit of the edge here showing, and I pushed it over to the edge on that side where the roundness is. And I eyeball it, and I make sure that is a little bit of the edge there showing, and then I cut it. So I've got the width then, and then I placed it back. I do have now the width. Then I'll come and move this up so that it is exactly on the round of the closure. I don't want anything to show here. So I do, and then I clipped it using clips, and I turn it around and I cut it from this side. Yes, I was brave. I cut it. You can draw a pencil line, but I just cut it. It was just this little piece here and that little piece there that I cut. And that is the roundness. I think I just want to I don't want a sharp corner. I want it all round. Now I am going to position this back, and I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to use school tape, and I will glue it down as well. Sorry for the sun that's coming in there. This is what happened in winter in my craft room, and unfortunately I cannot close anything to hide it. I hope it's not going to bother you a lot. This is my score tape. On this side of the tie fac, where the fold is. I like to put it there because I don't want it to gap. So when let me show you, when you look inside, it needs to be, when you look inside here, it needs to be everything flat with the chipboard. I don't want it to gap because you can see it. And if you get gapping, it's starting to pull away from the chipboard, and then you have to do it all over again. So to me, that is probably the most important thing, is to have that there. And then I put a small piece there because I will do glue. So I'm ready to put this on. So I'm going to start with this section first. Right, my paper is on, and it's now time to do the scoring. Now this is just like glue still wet, and let's do the fold lines. Oh, this is full of glue. Let me just clean that up first. Right, that is our first one. I'm just gonna turn it, it's easier for me. Right, let's do the next one. Just be patient when you do this. And then we have to do, we've got two over here. And another one. It's very hard to see with the black. And that's at the base. We're gonna come inside. I'm just gonna have to get some pattern paper, decorative paper, see what I can use for this box. And then we do have the magnets for the closure. And that is it. I just want to check there's no cracking. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. No cracking. Good. This is nice and solid. Let me show you. I did cut the pattern paper that I want to use for the front, and I've put my magnets on, and I wasn't sure if these magnets are going to be strong enough to keep this close, so I decided I will do a ribbon. This is organza ribbon, and it's also going to be decorative, because there is not really a lot that's going to happen in the front, because this paper is too beautiful. These magnets, it's got the adhesive at the back. I don't mind for them to show on this side, but on this side I am going to put it underneath the pattern paper, and I'm just going to test it. Yes, it closes easy. And then with the ribbon. Now, I've done this side also. It was the offcut from here, and you have to be very patient with this because I've put it on. To me, it looks okay, and then when I start cutting it, it did not look right. And lucky, I cut it a little bit bigger than I normally would, and I could trim it down. That was the only thing that saved me because I wanted this on here. Now I am going to place this on, and then we're going to go into the inside. For the inside, I'm going to use black, it's cardstock, and come on, that is what I'm using. It's a very nice cardstock to use, and for the inside we need a little bit more stable than for what we've done on the covers. So that is my 5 inches by 10.5. We need to score this at 5/8 of an inch and 7/8 of an inch. So 5/8 and 7/8. And we're going to turn and we're going to score at 5/8 and 7/8. That one as well. 5/8 and 7/8 of an inch. We can put this away for now, and then we can burnish on our score lines. And this one here as well. And then we need to get rid of the corners. So we're going to cut in on that, the first score line from where your thumb is, if you hold it like that. And we're going to cut that one in through there. I've got glue on my scissors, yes. And then we're going to do this side as well. So that corner we need to cut out, and the same with this one. Cut from the bottom here to that score line there, and on this score line to the corner there. Okay, and then we will just fold this in. So we are going to have like a box. That is the corner. It's like a box. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue here just to hold it in place for me. It's just a dot of glue. And I'm probably going to have, I call these my extra hands. Let's see, bring them together. Oh, don't move. That one, and then on this side as well. Right, mine is now secure and at hold. I found this piece in my stash and it fits perfectly on there. I would suggest if you want to put paper on it, do it before you glue this down. It's easier. You can do it afterwards as well, like I did, but it's just easier. Now we're going to come in here and we are going to place this on this side. Now, I decided you can have it like that. This side here to be close to your spine here. You can have it like that. And when you put some cards in and out, you've got enough space. You can turn it around. You can put it on the edge there. And you can also do this. Put cards in and out. Paper, whatever you want to use it for. Think mine, I'm going to put it on this side. Did you have my pad and paper on? And I am ready to put this in. I've got a little bit of clear tape there. So when you put it in something in here so that does not catch it. That's the reason for that. All right, so got my score tape all on and I am ready to put this down. Just gonna take that one off and I'm gonna have this one halfway, not halfway, a little bit, and I'm gonna have this one a little bit. And I need to stand to see if I can be, yeah, I think I'm fine. I've got a little bit show there and I've got a little bit showing there. And I'm on the edge of the paper. And I think I can press that down. Can press that one down. Down and this one. Hi. Now I'll have to go inside and I'm gonna burnish. And let's look inside. Yes, I'm just going to take a ruler. This has got round edges. And make sure even that strip is down. Yes, it is. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Okay, now we're going to come to the side. I'm going to look for pattern paper for you. On the opposite side, this is what we need. 6 in the width, and we need the length 11.5 inches. You see my writing? Okay, this is what we need. On this piece, we're going to score 3 sides, and it will be 1/2 inch and 1.25 inch. Going to turn it, and we're going to score 1/2 inch and 1.25. Turn again, 1/2 inch and 1.25. That's what we need for this one. And we're going to burnish, fold and burnish on our score lines. So we've done all the score lines, and now we're going to cut out that square again and up to that score line, and on this score line, and that's the corner that we need to remove. And this side. And yes, this is going to be another box. And that is what it's going to look like. But first, on this one, I am going to look for pattern paper for that. Right, my pattern paper is on. It was a piece that the other piece I used here, so I decided, oh, not waste, let's use it there. And I did put the butterflies on. And we are going to do the same. We're going to put this together like a box. It's going to glue that together, and it's just going to be like a box. And these two. But this one, this flap here, needs to go on top. Needs to go on top. So when you put stuff in, it goes right through. And let me do that. Right, I'm ready to put it in. And so this screwdriver I took off, it's on my side. So just going to make sure I have to stand for this. It's always better. I just need to have it on the edge of the paper. I drew That's it. And I think I'm okay. Just holding it. And that one went in. Let me turn it. Sorry if I was in your way. And that's it. Okay, so let me get this ruler. That all feels good. That's all down. And that is the second box. Now we can fold this. And we need to do a little thing. We have to have a pencil or a pen. And let's do the pen first. So all I've got is a piece here. I don't know even what it measures 1 7/8, and it is 3/4. 1 7/8 by 3/4. And all I did is put a pen and 1/2 inch, score 1/2 inch on the one side, put your pen and bring this over and see where you want to glue it down. Be careful for your score lines. Score line. Um, Let me show you. I'm finished. And I've done the back as well. Add some pattern paper on it. So beautiful with the little birdies. And we can go inside. And that is our stationery box. This is cards. They are, I don't know what size they are. They're 4 1/4 by 6. And you can get so much more in. In what I do have in here, there's a lot of space, and there is the matching envelopes as well. Our pen, and on this side I just did paper, writing paper with envelopes, and just bind it up with the same ribbon. You can put a notepad in here. You can do a nice Christmas one. This is so easy. I mean, you can make it big, small, whatever. You've got what you've got in mind. You can do that. And I'm quite happy with this one, how this can turn out. And yes, I'm glad I did put the ribbon on. It does make a difference, because there's no other embellishment on here. I don't want to pull it too tight. There's no other embellishments. I think I might go and do some stickles, put some stickles on here. But that's basically, that is it. Silver stickles that I've got here. I made one with white cover, and I think this came out beautiful, the same as what the black one was. I've just put some decorative lace on around the corners, and that's it. Cover it, got my magnets, and put some cards in. This is just the normal 4x6 cards. They just all blank, empty, white. And there is the envelopes. There are 12 envelopes and 12 cards. Now, I made all the envelopes. I did run out of envelopes, and so I had to make some quickly. Notepad. This is the skinny notepad. You get quite a few in the pack. I just put this one in here, and the pen. And that's it. It closed. It looks like that at the back. I use all the same paper. I made one also, a stationery box with 350 GSM cardstock. It's really secure. And because the paper is also a little bit of a heavy cardstock, and the closure, it is Velcro dots. And we can open, and let's go inside. I've made a belly band there, so this, when you open it, it keeps on falling over. The pen holder, the cards, it's 12 cards with envelopes. And yes, this is also very secure, steady, and it will last you for a long time. So this is the end of this tutorial. I would like to thank you very much for stopping by again and spend your time with me. Please, if you like, and be kind to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget the notification bell. Like, share, and you can leave a comment. And I'll see you in the next one.